Hello, and welcome to BOIImpact, where we showcase how innovative ideas and smart finance drive real change in Nigeria's economy. I'm Elu Udibomadaki. In this episode, we explore two Nigerian businesses making great strides in clean energy and food preservation. We begin with the remarkable story of backward integration in Nigeria's wood processing sector. Armada International Limited, incorporated in 1999, is a leader in the production of industrial-grade wooden pallets for both local and international markets. With strategic support from the Bank of Industry, Armada has taken a bold step towards diversifying into biomass production. By drying and grinding sawmill waste into sawdust, they now produce eco-friendly pellets and briquettes, which can be used to generate cleaner energy for industrial and domestic use. Looking ahead, the company plans to use this biomass energy to power its operations in Akure, Ondo State, and eventually export these biomass products to global markets that rely on steam boilers and sustainable heating solutions. Armada International's sawmill production line is fully automated, powered by precision machinery and operated by a skilled workforce. The pallets produced here are engineered to meet rigorous strength standards, ensuring the safe transport and handling of heavy industrial loads. In an interview, General Manager Ismail Kelesh shares insights into the company's operations and commitment to quality.
Armada is in a very different businesses. We are managing export activities about agricultural products. We are producing here wooden pallets. Also, by using our own waste, we are producing biomass products. Wooden pallet in Nigeria is a common product, we can say, but quantity-wise, our difference is we are one of the biggest manufacturer company in Nigeria. Mainly our customers are Nigerian companies. Some of them are international companies, especially about wooden pallet. Because naturally, the big companies are trying to help the environment. And since they are international, they have rules. In the market, you can use plastic pallet alternatively, but as everybody knows, it's based on petrochemical materials.
At the heart of the Armada operation is the pallet production process. Supervisor Friday Emmanuel walks us through the step-by-step transformation from raw timber to finished product.
Your log must be a 12 feet long. The 12 feet will normally get exactly what we need from inside. After the forklift takes the logs to the chain that rolls the logs into the factory, the first machine that was working on it is bandsaw. The first bandsaw will split the log to the sizes which 165 millimeter. Then it will take to the second bandsaw, also split it to the sizes 100 meter. From that process, we take it to the edger. Edger gives us the normal sizes we need for the deck board. The deck board, the sizes are 20 meter by 120 meter by 1,200 meter. That's what we use for the deck board. Then we also take some to the edger also to slice it to the stringer. The stringer, the sizes are 75 by 75 millimeter by 100 meter by 1,000 meter. So for them, we take it to the process level. Well, we differentiate the good from the bad. Then the good one, we make a process of a 4-way pallet. Then we take it to the last production, which is the nailing session. In this session, this summer site, we have about 67 workers working here. So that is what we are doing here. On our raw material, we normally get the major ones from Ondo State here. Then we get some from neighboring states around, such as Benue State, Cross River State, then Kogi State, and Ekiti State. In a day, capacity of production we are making in a day, if you are nailing the finishing product, we normally nail 446 pallets in a day.
Faced with the environmental challenge of sawdust and wood offcuts, Armada has developed an innovative solution for collecting wood waste from other sawmills and converting it into clean, eco-friendly biomass fuel.
What we are doing, we are collecting also these waste material and we are using them as our material for production. And in the factory, any waste now is under usage of production to produce biomass. Pellet is the one much smaller than briquette. We are producing 6 mm and 8 mm diameter of the pellets. About the briquette, in fact, we can, of course, have various alternatives, but as of now, we have two alternatives, 60 mm and 90 mm. These biomass products are using in the world since we can say many years now, because maybe 15 to 20 years, the market knows. And the time the oil prices were increasing, biomass became a kind of cheap and environmental alternative. The time the companies invested about production, realized, yes, we are helping the end users by offering cheaper alternatives, but also we are helping environment.
We produce pellets and briquettes, so for burning. So for burning, fire, and it's very economic and environmental friendly. The production capacity of the pellet is 2 to 2.5 tons per hour, so which is amount to like 16 tons a day. The production capacity for the briquette machine is around between 8 to 10 tons per day. The briquette is mainly for industrial use, mostly for industrial use because of the size and the effectiveness of it. Pellet is also for industrial and also for household use because of the size and the nature of it, how it looks like. In this section alone, we have like 40 to 50 staffs.
This shift towards circular production is made possible through the timely financial and technical support of the Bank of Industry, enabling Armada to lead by example in Nigeria's emerging green economy.
Bank of Industry is helping us, in fact, more than helping us, realizing our dreams faster and realizing these benefits, not only for us, also for the community, for Nigeria, for environment, faster. It's not easy to do in a short term, but Bank of Industry helps to make it in very short term. That is the biggest advantage. Yes, helps us to realize our dreams and to help the environment and the community. The first investment part was about sawmill. We call sawmill to manage the production of the pallets. The second part of the investment is totally about biomass production. This biomass production are including some different process. For example, we are producing our own sawdust by using our own waste wood. It's a crusher machine we call, crusher and grinder. This is a machine and it has its own location. And by using a conveyor belt, we are transferring the sawdust to factory area, which we have pelletizing machine and briquette machines, of course also drying machine. Drying is very important process for all this production because the wood itself has high moisture content. For time being, we are planning to improve or extend the line about the biomass production for next few years. The capacity we are managing now, if we consider our own waste enough, but we are able to manage more by considering the supplying the sawdust from other sawmills. There is big potential. So our investment will continue about biomass production. About pallet production too, because any equipment has a certain lifetime. So we need to renew, we need to increase the capacity, we may need to increase the speed.
To better understand the Bank of Industry's approach to sustainable development, the BOIImpact team spoke with the Group Head of Climate Finance and Sustainability.
Climate finance is a strategic priority for BOI because sustainable development is no longer optional, it's imperative. As the country's foremost DFI, our mandate is to drive inclusive economic growth, industrialization, and also job creation. However, we must achieve this in ways that are resilient, low carbon, and also environmentally responsible. So by embedding climate finance into our strategy, what we are doing is to align with global best practices and positioning Nigeria to tap into all the emerging green opportunities, which includes financing, green energy, climate smart agriculture, all the circular economy initiatives, and also green manufacturing. So climate finance will enable us to meet our developmental goals while also safeguarding the environment for future generations. Nigeria is at a pivotal point where it must simultaneously tackle economic growth, energy access, and also climate resilience. And climate finance will provide that bridge between all these priorities, because it allows us to unlock funding for renewable energy projects, invest in green infrastructure, and also support climate smart initiatives that enhance productivity without compromising the environment. Green investment will stimulate new industries, generate green jobs, and also improve energy access in off-grid and underserved communities. This makes climate finance not just an environmental imperative, but and also a catalyst for sustainable economic transformation.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
We started the relation in 2017 when we first decided to invest in solar at our own premises, and that time we were also started supplying solar solutions. That's when we met the Bank of Industry, and at that time we just knew that the Bank of Industry is supporting the renewable energy, which was very encouraging, and that's how the relation started. We used the facilities from the Bank of Industry to achieve our renewable goals. At the same time, because we enjoyed the relation, we were referring also many of our customers to the Bank of Industry, because we believe currently is the best solution for anybody who would love to install solar solution and have a peace of mind.
Next, we spotlight GreenSource Farm Produce Limited, producers of 100% organic mango chips and yam flour. The mission is simple yet powerful: to deliver unadulterated, nutrient-rich foods to consumers. With support from the Bank of Industry, GreenSource upgraded its processing machinery, allowing the company to scale production and meet international quality standards. This intervention positioned GreenSource not just for growth, but for deep impact across the agricultural value chain. BOI support directly enabled the company to adopt modern food preservation methods, turning highly perishable produce into shelf-stable products. This is how sustainable financing drives climate action, empowering businesses to preserve food, reduce waste, and build resilient systems that nourish people and protect the planet. At GreenSource Farm Produce Limited, state-of-the-art equipment and trained staff ensure that products meet international standards, delivering healthy organic options across Nigeria and beyond. Managing Director Mi Ayenge explains how the company combats post-harvest losses.
We are into production of mango chips and yam flour. The mango chips come from, you take ripe mangoes, you dehydrate, remove just the water, and then we make them into chips. What we try to maintain is so as not to lose any ingredient. And so we are only remove just the water, and then we have the chips. And are eaten as snacks. No sugar added to it at all. So it is pure one product, without additives. And then we have the yam flour. Yam flour too, we took advantage of how the Benue people wanted to export yam and could not. And so we now said the better way to do was to process a bit so as to remove that ingredient that will let it get rotten easily, which is the water. And so we will dehydrate, and then when you meal. But the difference with our yam is the yam is poundo. When you eat it, you have 100% white yam. And so the yam too, the yam flour too, does not have additives. And so these are the two basic products that we produce from here, the mango chips and the yam flour. And we discovered that during mango season, up to 70% of it get wasted because, mango has a very short lifespan. And so we now started becoming interested. We now said, let us fill that gap. Instead of having a lot of post-harvest losses, let us take care of all the losses. And the only way we could take care of the losses was to see how we could get them dried up. And so that is where we came up into it. And now I want to say with words of certainty that we have filled that gap conveniently, where you used to have a lot of post-harvest losses in mangoes. Now we have reduced it to a very high degree. So one other value we have given them is a proper value for their produce. Now they are so assured that all the mangoes they produce, none will be a waste. Somebody is there ready to offtake. So we have gone further by educating these people that it is not just having the mango stands only, but enshrining the best practice of mango production in your areas.
He highlights the BOI Benue State MSME Matching Fund, a key financial boost that helped scale operations and improve efficiency.
We discovered that the mango chips were gaining a lot of traction in the market. People were becoming so interested. And then we heard about this BOI BNSG loan facility. Before we approached them, two other people from the BOI came over to pick our product. And then they introduced the bank to us that there is this facility and it could help us to grow to this level. And so we went over, applied, and then we processed it. And happily, they gave me the facility. We started with a staff strength of about 3, we moved to 5, to 10. I want to say we're up to 25 permanent staff. But there come a time during production that, the size of yam is not regular. It's not like cassava. Its peels cannot be peeled like cassava easily. And then the mango too is not regular. And so sometimes we involve man hands for peeling. And so during production, we sometimes bring in ad hoc staff that go up to 100 that work in shift so as to continue the process of peeling and the other production. I have been into printing for a very long time, for over 20 years. But now that I have ventured into processing our agricultural product, I feel and I do know that this is a better area. How I wish I could wind down certain age so that the years I spent in my other area could be spent here. But I think I'm using the younger people so as to impact on them to see the value, that it is important to stay in agricultural production. The agric industry is an industry that here you have the raw materials non-stop.
Behind every impactful enterprise is a system that enables growth. For the Bank of Industry, that system is guided by a deep commitment to sustainability.
We are expanding our sustainability strategies in some few ways, one of which is to ensure we have green finance products that will be tailored to MSMEs and also to our large corporates because of the value chain effects that those guys have. And secondly, we also want to be able to develop internal capacity to be able to access and to finance and monitor all those climate-aligned projects. And lastly, to forge global partnerships with all the DFIs like Green Climate Fund, AFDB, IFC, to be able to mobilize concessional funding into the system on the supply side. So for MSMEs, this will mean to them easier access to financing for renewable energy solutions, for energy efficient equipment, and also sustainable raw materials.
From transforming wood waste into clean energy to preserving the food value chain through organic innovation, these enterprises exemplify how sustainable development can thrive through local solutions. With strategic financing and technical support from the Bank of Industry, businesses such as Armada International and GreenSource Farm Produce are not only accelerating economic growth, they're also protecting the environment for future generations to thrive and prosper. To learn more about accessing BOI support, please visit any of our offices nationwide. You can also log on to www.boi.ng or follow us on all our social media platforms. To rewatch this episode or catch up on past editions, go to YouTube and search for Bank of Industry Limited Nigeria. Join us next time on BOIImpact as we continue to spotlight enterprises driving meaningful change across Nigeria's sustainability landscape. I'm Elu Udibumadaki. Thanks for watching.